Everybody, we're back at UK Games Expo 2019, and I have found the legend himself. Dave, how have you been, buddy?
I've been busy. I've been good. Yeah, still going.
So, well, it's this show will grind you down, but you have some new shiny stuff.
I have a lot of new shiny stuff that I can finally talk about.
Yay! So talk!
It's been like 2 years. 2 years' work has gone into this book, Battle for Earth, which we're pre-releasing here. It's out in a couple of weeks in stores. It's 304 pages, full colour, all the way through. Almost a piece of art on every single page. It's a complete starter for someone who's new to Drop Zone. So it covers the old Phase 1, 2 core book, and the Invasion of Earth, which is the biggie in this book.
Yeah, so this is the one that we've all been waiting for.
Yep. And it's also Drop Fleet's first expansion as well. So it has new rules and ships for Drop Fleet in there, new scenarios for both. It has second edition Drop Zone in it as well, which is quite different from the beta. So if you're familiar with the beta, this is different again, based on feedback. That's in here too. There's some very shiny new models and some very big new models that I can finally talk about.
Yeah, I actually have to admit, to my shame, I did not know this one existed, but now, oh my God, look at it! Dave, what is it?
This is a Behemoth. This is the PHR Behemoth specifically. It's one of the largest models we're ever going to release. There is one of these for every faction, heavy and light. This is a heavy.
I kind of guessed.
It's actually not the heaviest. The UCM one is slightly heavier than that.
Well, that kind of feeds into the design aesthetic you've always had for them.
Yeah, and they're all different. They're all monumental sculpting jobs. Like, you know, we're talking 2 weeks to a month per model. Like,
so worth it.
And with me doing nothing but sculpting for that time, which I never used to be able to do, you know, so these wouldn't have been possible before anyway, just because of the amount of graft that goes into them.
Yeah,
you know, huge, great big things.
I have to say, absolutely gorgeous work. I am drooling to get my hands on one of these.
Yeah, and they are normal Drop Zone units, so they're not special editions or anything, they're game units. They do obviously shake things up, because one of those coming down by drop harness halfway through the board, bam, is going to shake things up slightly.
Slightly. I think you're understating here.
Yeah, they play powerful, but, you know, the big guns, for example, they hurt other Behemoths most effectively. So you'll turn a tank to dust, but it'll be one tank, you know, so you need to play them right.
Yeah.
They're not like, I have one of these, thus I win, but they make an impact. They need to. They're 500 points each, at least.
Yeah, but that has always been the style you've went for Drop Zone. It's tactical depth, combined arms, using your forces correctly, seeing these being added in and being folded in properly tactically to the armies. Perfect sense.
Zone is still Zone. It's not the core. What makes Drop Zone hasn't changed at all. It feels the same. It's just a lot more streamlined. There's a lot of changes that new players will appreciate. CQB is streamlined, much easier to demo and get into. Less of the hitches. You know, when you play a game and you hit a point where you're like, oh right, I've got to learn this, and those things have been taken care of a lot in the new edition. So it's really nice. All the stats are now app-based and free to download.
Very nice. All
the units for Drop Zone from the beginning, so you can get those on there, which is nice, and we'll be updating that. It's just a more modern approach of doing stats it was about time.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things. You're ironing out what I always call the gaming speed bumps. Those moments in games where it's just like, I need to stop and check a thing.
Yeah, and it's been a while now. You know, I've been doing this October. I would have been doing this for 10 years in the Drop Zone universe. Yeah, 10 years of my life.
Well, I mean, I'm just noticing that I'm closing in on the 10 years with Beasts, and I remember the first time I saw you guys, I ran up to you at Salute, and it was just like, oh my God, Dave, these are pretty. I want some. They're not ready for sale. No!
I'd been a lot younger and a lot slimmer and a lot less grey at that point.
Oh, no, look, I've got this beard.
Yep.
All right, now, there are some other things on the TT stand, but I think I need to be passed off to one of your colleagues. So which of them am I hunting down?
Fleet first.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah. So actually, one thing, it's entirely remiss of me not to have mentioned the new faction for Drop Fleet.
New faction?
Yeah, new faction for Drop Fleet that's in Battle for Earth. This book does a lot of work. This is the Resistance. But they're slightly different from the ground resistance in that they come in very different flavours. These are the first time anyone's ever done this, fully modular and customisable plastic ships.
Yes.
You see in here. So the cruiser, all those cruiser-sized ships you see are all built from one sprue.
You kidding me?
There's 1.2 billion combinations of different cruisers you can make.
Just when I think you can't get any more insane, you do this.
Yeah, it was hard. It was a difficult design challenge to get it to work.
Yeah.
There's the frigates. There's less options for them. Only like 10 million or something.
Dude,
but
don't play with me.
But yeah, so I'm going to be really interested to see what players do with these, because you can more or less, you put your engines where you like. You can build the prows how you like. You can get a sense of how many options you have just by looking at them.
Yeah.
But they have a builder in the rules as well, so you don't take a straight class a lot of the time with cruisers. You go, I'm going to take a heavy cruiser with these guns, this armor upgrade, and this is my cruiser. You can see it because it's all what you see is what you get on the miniature.
Right, Dave, as soon as these are in production...
They are right there. They're pre-releasing here, and again, they come out with the book on, I think it's the 14th.
I feel my wallet twitching right now. It's just like, up out the wall. No.
Yeah, so they're the first release. They are going to have other releases in future. They're in the book. Battleship, battle cruisers, grand cruisers, corvettes. They are coming out later. But yeah, the whole fleet is in the book. These will obviously form the bulk of your fleet as plastics, just like the other factions for Drop Fleet. Same level of detail and quality as the previous plastics. In fact, a little bit more. They've improved slightly since last. Not much, but they're nicer.
Well, it's all experience and improvements in the technology.
Yeah,
I am blown away.
And there's the number of options you get. You get a ton of spare parts as well. So we're going to see a lot of inventive converting, which I love to see anyway, because I'm a model builder. So that's all nice.
My first thought is anything that's spare on this, I'm going to maybe do some Resistance style space stations with all of the extras and actually start doing like nice themed sort of space stations objectives and things.
Yes, we had a lot of fun building those. I remember that space station build.
Best participation game I've ever played.
That was cool. That was. But yeah.
All right. So is that everything for Drop Zone Drop Fleet?
There's new show onlys as well. I mean, there's too much to talk about in one interview, I've got to say.
We need to get you back over.
I would love to go to Northern Ireland again, and hopefully TT will send me, because it's been too long and there's so much stuff that's been done since then. And I'm a bit of a waterfall of stuff now, because I've kept all this walled up for so long. Like there's new sculpts for all the Callium Technicals and trucks. There's the new Voidhawk. There's the new Condor. There's about 20 new units for Zone that are mentioned in here that I haven't even talked about in this. And the Behemoths, the lights and the heavies. Those have been, maybe 5 months sculpting just to get those done.
Wow.
There's a lot of real graft that's gone in.
This is the thing, Dave. As soon as you're left alone to work on stuff, you are just going to crank and hammer and go absolutely insane designing the most beautiful things ever.
Yeah, and thanks. And writing this book too, because I've been waiting years to write this, because it is the invasion of Earth. It's the big deal. It's what all the background has been spending the last 5 years building up to. 6 years. Yeah.
All right, well, Dave, it's always a pleasure, buddy.
It's been great to see you.
Now, I want to talk about some Carnivale stuff. So which of your colleagues do I need to hunt down on this stand?
Lewis, and
Lewis is okay. So Dave, we're going on a hunt. Go find Lewis for me. Come on, let's go. No, you're coming with. Come on, go find me a Lewis. I need you to hunt me down a Lewis. Because TT Combat are one of those companies that have been picking up a lot of the IPs, and Lewis, come here. You got distracted by customers?
I did a little bit. Helping people out.
I will get out of your way now.
Okay, Dave, it's always a pleasure, buddy. Have a great show.
Hopefully see you soon.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna do this. Oh no, he can get around that way.
He's not that tall.
Yeah. Okay, Lewis.
Hello.
Drop Zone and Drop Fleet have went absolutely nuts.
It's insane this weekend. It's been absolutely crazy. We brought, I don't know, Dave's only just arrived, so he hasn't seen how crazy it was this morning and yesterday. We brought around 150 books of Battle for Earth, pre-release from our printers. And the last ones went at 9:33 this morning.
Wow.
It's been nuts, absolutely crazy. It's really good.
Now, also, on top of that, you guys have some new stuff for Carnivale. What have you been up to?
We do. We're carrying on releasing loads and loads of kits. We've got new releases every month. Next, I think it's 2 weeks' time, we're releasing our first absolutely non-Kickstarter, completely original character called the Avignon Guard. Would you like to have a look?
Oh, please, if you have one sitting. Where is he?
We'll head over.
Where is he? Show me. Okay, I'm hunting for shiny stuff. I may have to bull rush someone out of the way to get a look at this, but... Oh, wait, no. Here we are. Oh, my God.
So,
what is this thing?
So much. So up in the top is our limited edition Morgra. The Morgra is a Rashar beast from another dimension. There's only one of them, thank God. It can eat people whole.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, isn't it? So we'll go all the way down to the bottom shelf for our Avignon Guard. Just behind the Harlequin, next to the coming soon sign. The Avignon Guard is in full plate armor, which in a city like Venice might not be the best of ideas. So he's
Possibly.
extremely hard to hurt, but if you throw him in the canal, he's going to start drowning quite quickly.
Wow.
We've got a show exclusive as well, our new 2019 show exclusive. One shelf up is the Plague Doctoress. Up in here. An alternate version of the Plague Doctor, we've got the Doctor's Gang.
It's gorgeous.
She's absolutely lovely, isn't she? This is the first sculpt based on art from our new artist, Ray. She works in-house with us, and she's just amazing. Just absolutely incredible as a model.
I have to say, I love the fact that you kept her outfit so nice and so period, but it's still so thematic with the Doctors.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an incredible piece. She sort of looks almost exactly the same as the Plague Doctor, completely clad in her mask and a coat. You wouldn't really know who's who.
Yeah. But it's just a beautiful way to actually represent that character. Wow. Anything new for RumbleSlam or your other games?
We've got some of our new Halfling models. We had a Halfling Kickstarter. We came up to talk to you about it actually last year.
Yeah.
And one of the rewards in there was a Halfling team.
Nice.
So we've got them painted here for the first time. If you want to go and
Oh, yeah. So we'll come down this way,
it's
and
a bit
I'm
of a run
hoping
around
we'll
with our
find it.
stand, isn't it?
Oh, of course. But you guys have so much stuff, and that's what I love. There is so much variety with what you guys do.
Absolutely. So down here on the second shelf, we've got the RumbleSlam team. These, I can tell you now, are called the Lords of the Ring. Which is probably the best name that we've ever come up with, I think.
Yeah.
We've got 5 halflings for wrestling. In the middle is Peso Completo. He is extremely good at doing turnbuckle attacks, and he can do them off of the other halflings, but he'll squish them a little bit in the process. And they come with their own halfling referee who carries around a pasty that can feed to people.
Oh, this is so cool. I love how many games you guys have, and the fact that you're still able to support every last one of them so well.
Absolutely. We've also got a new show exclusive for RumbleSlam as well. Here's the Brains Babe in the middle, which is a new zombie board babe. People have been asking for a new board babe for a while. They want something, sleek and sexy to paint, and be careful what you wish for.
Of course. Well, Lewis, it's always fantastic to see you. Hang on, I think I've got the name right. It's been a long day. Lewis?
Yep, absolutely.
Lewis, Louis, something?
Yep. Either one works. We've got enough of us.
All right, well, there's one thing I'm going to ask. Would you like to maybe do a giveaway for everybody at home?
You know we will.
Okay, what do you got?
Can we do 2?
Yeah, sure.
Is that all right?
Yeah, you can do 2. If you want. Hey, it's free stuff for everybody at home. Do you want 2? You've got 2.
Yay. So we're going to do a giveaway for Drop Fleet Commander and a giveaway for Drop Zone Commander.
Cool.
So for Drop Fleet, we're going to do a copy of Battle for Earth and 2 Resistance Starter Fleets.
Nice.
That's enough ships to make a lot of different things.
Yeah, Dave was telling me the combinations. Have fun.
And for Drop Zone Commander, we're going to do a copy of Battle for Earth and one of our event boards. Should we have a look?
Yes. So these we have seen. Oh, this is what you're here for.
I entirely neglected to mention the biggest thing on the booth.
So what exactly are we seeing for your event board?
So we do these every year. They're sort of become a bit infamous now. We do huge board bundles. It's around £200-250 worth of scenery for half price. We've got a massive one for Carnivale on the end, the streets of Venice. It's extremely detailed, extremely lush. We've sold too many of them. It's really, really nice. We've got a World War scenery board in here, which is sort of set in a sort of French city in World War II. We move along, and we've also got an Industrial Hive one, which is perfect for any sort of games in the far off future that take place in
a little bit grimdark.
A little bit grimdark, if you like. We've also got one which is super grimdark.
Oh, I like.
Which is a sort of, it's got some new pieces on there. Part of a bunker section with the big Mako cannon there.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, insanely large. Next to that, we've got an Infinity board. We've partnered with Corvus Belli this year to produce a board specifically for Infinity with their backing. So that is an absolutely gorgeous piece, which is ridiculously over the top. And on the end, we've got a brand new board for UK Games Expo to celebrate the launch of Battle for Earth, which is our SFX, Sci-Fi X, basically drop zone board set in New York.
Holy crap. That is amazing.
That's what we like. That's the reaction we go for. So
you're giving one of these away?
Yeah, this is £250 worth of scenery. Most of it isn't out yet at all, and we're going to give one of those away.
Dude, you guys are always nuts at this show. Everybody, this is, if not the biggest prize at the entire event. If you want your chance to win one of those 2 insanely epic prizes, get your comments in below on this segment of the live blog. we will move on and we will see you again. One more thing. Oh yeah, no, not a problem. You have more. We do more.
I got one thing that I'm not really allowed to talk much about, which is a banner just over there.
Okay, what is this? Stellaris?
Stellaris, the video game from Paradox. We're going to be making a tabletop version of that game.
Dude.
Yeah, it's going to be massive.
Don't play with my heartstrings.
So usually when you come to see me, I'm the one deciding what I'm allowed to talk about. But with Paradox, they're the ones deciding, so there's very little I'm allowed to say at the moment.
Except that it's there.
It's there. It's coming to Kickstarter soon. We've got 2 Kickstarters we're going to be running for it. The first one's a pre-launch Kickstarter, which is going to be a scale version of the Aether Drake. And the second one has the full game of Stellaris coming to your tabletops.
Guys, I love visiting TT Combat because there is so much to talk about. Get your comments in. There's some epic prizes. We will see you again very soon, guys. I'm pooped.